Gordon was happily pulling his express. He stopped at a station. Percy approached him. "Hey Gordon," he said, "are you pulling the haunted coach?" "Haunted coach?" replied Gordon. "Yes, don't you know it?" asked Percy. "No. Why is it haunted?" Gordon asked. "Well, apparently spooky things happen if you pull it. Points and signals change randomly, and even ghosts appear," warned Percy. "What does it look like?" asked Gordon. "Well, it looks exactly like your coach's, but red." And with that, he left. No, there's no such thing as ghosts, thought Gordon. So Topham Hatt arrived. "Gordon, I need you to pull an important coach," he said. "Yes, sir," replied Gordon. How many coaches?" "Oh, just the one," answered Sir Topham Hatt. "One? And, what colour is it?" Gordon asked. That's a strange question. It's red." "Red? Don't be late," and off he went. It can't be the haunted coach, surely, he thought. But when he got there, oh no! It was exactly as he imagined it. He coupled up to it, and strange things happened instantly. What? He wanted this journey to be over as quickly as possible. But things just got stranger. He soon had to stop. There was a truck on the track. What's that doing there, he wondered. Suddenly, fireworks went off and chocolate went everywhere. That must have been a ghost, cried Gordon, so he hurried off. The signals acted strangely too. "I can't take much more of this ghost business," cried Gordon, so he rushed off. "Oh no," muttered Gordon, as in front of him was a real ghost. He was petrified. He just wanted to get rid of this coach. He eventually got to the final station. "Finally," sighed Gordon. The ghost reappeared. "Oh no, it's not over," cried Gordon. "Gordon, it's only me, Percy." "Percy?" muttered Gordon. "It was you all along?" "Yes, it was a pretty good prank, wasn't it?" he said. "But the coach, the points in the signal." "Oh, that's just a regular coach. And those points have been faulty for a while. And the signals, well, the wind changed those. They're quite loose, you know," explained Percy. "Oh, well, what about the chocolate truck?" asked Gordon. "Chocolate truck? Well, I didn't put that there." "Oh well, I see you're covered in a lot of chocolate." "Come on, let's get cleaned up," said Percy. So they did. "That's better. So there's no such thing as ghosts?" asked Gordon. Of course not, replied Percy. But he was very wrong. But that's a story for another day. Previously, out of the corner of their eyes, they saw something. That looked like a ghost, cried Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt arrived. There's been a break-in at the cargo yard. I need someone to investigate it. So off Thomas went. Thomas was surrounded by bad guys. He knows about our hideout. He'll tell others, cried the Riddler. Let's take him apart, yelled Bane. Now, the bad guys got closer. Suddenly, what was that? Asked the Riddler. It sounds like a ghost, cried Penguin. There's no such thing as ghosts, claimed Rhino. Then what's that? Cried the Green Goblin. It appeared. The bad guys couldn't believe it. It's okay, you can't get through our cargo pile, said Dr. Octopus. I don't know about that, worried Scarecrow. It ghosted through it. Uh-oh! The bad guys ran. So it was just Thomas and the ghost. Thank you, said a nervous Thomas. The ghost didn't say anything. Who are you? Asked Thomas. But it just faded away. That was strange, thought Thomas. So he cleared the track and went back to the sheds. Was anyone there? Asked Percy. Yes, it was a supervillain hideout, said Thomas. Supervillain? How did you get out of there? Asked Percy. Well, that ghost appeared, said Thomas. He scared them off. Well, where is he now? Asked Sir Topham Hatt. I don't know. He just vanished, said Thomas. That's very strange, said Percy. Oh well, I'm safe now, said Thomas. So the trains got some sleep. The next day, Thomas and Percy were hard at work. Thomas noticed the water tower. Maybe the ghost caused this, he thought. Hello? Are you there? He asked. It appeared. Hello? It said. Who are you? Asked Thomas. I am your great-great-grandfather, Sir Thompson Lockwood, but people call me Ghosty, said the ghost. Percy arrived. There it is, he cried. Percy, he's friendly, said Thomas. Yes, please come closer. I don't bite, said Ghosty. So Percy edged forward. I'm sorry if I spooked you recently. I just wanted someone to notice me, Ghosty said. Well, thank you for saving me at the cargo yard, said Thomas. So, as a ghost, what can you do that we can't? Asked Percy. I'll show you, he said, and he passed straight through Thomas. Wow, that was weird, cried Thomas. I can move stuff too, he said, and he showed them. That would explain you and those trucks yesterday, Thomas, said Percy. Yes, that was me, admitted Ghosty. Suddenly, Ultron appeared.
Sorry that I missed our meeting yesterday,
he said.
They said a ghost scared everyone off. Well, I'm not afraid of ghosts.
You should be afraid of this one, cried Percy.
Oh yeah?
The laser went straight through Ghosty.
Grr.
The trucks hurtled towards Ghosty, but he evaded them. Ghosty then pushed the trucks towards Ultron. He was defeated. Thomas and Percy were very impressed. "Well done, Ghosty," cried Percy. "Oh, it was nothing really," said Ghosty. So Ultron was put in a truck and Percy took him away. So Sodor had a new friendly ghost.
Thomas was enjoying his afternoon when he went around a sharp corner and he ran right into a very large pumpkin that was on the line. Thomas couldn't see anything. "Don't worry," said his driver, "I can see to drive you," and they moved forward, but Thomas did look very silly. Percy was also enjoying his day. Then, the same thing happened to him. "Who turned the lights out?" said a shocked Percy. "Don't worry," said his driver, "I can see." And Percy moved forwards. They both now looked very silly indeed. Percy then stopped at the crossing. "Who's there?" said Thomas. "I don't know," said Percy. "I can't see." "Oh, it's you, Percy." I've had a bit of an accident," said Thomas. "Me too," said Percy. "Come on, let's get back to clean up," and they left. In the bushes lurked Diesel 10. "Ha, ha, ha. Silly steamers." Now the tip of the sheds were being repainted, so the engines were using a set of tunnels as shelter. "How's your headache, Percy?" said James, trying not to laugh. "You look a little under the weather, Thomas," said Gordon, also trying not to laugh. Thomas and Percy said nothing. The engine wash was broken and they felt very embarrassed with their pumpkin heads on. The next day the pumpkins had been removed, but Thomas and Percy were still feeling embarrassed. "Of course," said Gordon, "it's Halloween, a time for pumpkins, ghosts, bats and spiders." "Did you say ghosts and bats?" said James. "And we're in these old tunnels?" "Yes," said Gordon. "They don't scare a big engine like me though." Thomas and Percy couldn't wait to get away from James and Gordon. While they were out, they got the feeling that they were being followed. "There," said Thomas. "A ghost." I'm scared," said Percy. "I know someone who can help us," said Thomas. "Ha, ha, ha. Silly steamers." Thomas then met a real ghost train, a very friendly ghost train called Ghosty. "Don't worry, Thomas, there are no other real ghosts around here, and I'll find out who is responsible for this." That pleased Thomas. Ghosty then scared away all the fake ghosts. He then met Diesel 10, who was blocking the crossing. "I might have known it was you," said Ghosty. "You're not a real ghost. You don't scare me, and you can't get past me, said Diesel 10. Ghosty then moved forward right through Diesel 10. Okay, now I'm scared, said Diesel 10. And off he went. Ghosty chased him. It was me! Now, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Said Diesel 10. Thomas and Percy were pleased it was all over, although they were still embarrassed about the pumpkin heads.
Uh-oh. Only one train has that laugh. It's Tom Moss the prank engine. He's going to be a nuisance. He stopped at every weapon and tampered with each of them. The animals soon noticed him. Hey look, it's Thomas, said Beshti. No, that's not Thomas, said Punga. It's Tom Moss, said Kion. Thomas warned us about him. So the animals sprung into action to get rid of him. Firing the coconut blaster, said Punga, but it exploded mid-air and sent confetti everywhere. That wasn't a coconut, said Bunga. He's tampered with my coconut blaster. Don't worry, said Ono, I'll trap him in my net. And he fired it. But when it reached Tom, it was just in pieces. Tom had cut the net up earlier. He broke my net, cried Ono. I'll get him with my catapult, said Beshti. But Tom had replaced the boulder with a large bouncy ball. We need help, said Kion. Tom Moss was causing all kinds of problems. Meanwhile, not so far away, Peppa Pig and Rebecca Rabbit were about to go on a trip. Are you ready for a fun couple of days? Asked Rebecca. Yeah, replied Peppa, and they put their luggage in the back of the plane and boarded. Wow, we're really high up, said Peppa. They were soon over the savannah. Hey look, there's Thomas, said Mr. Rabbit. That's not Thomas, said Peppa. That's Tom Moss, and it looks like he's being a bit naughty again. So they decided to turn the plane around and get some help. And soon enough, Thomas chased Tom around. Get him, Thomas, cried Kion. Tom went back through the tunnel. So Thomas followed him. But when they emerged, Tom was nowhere to be seen. Oh, we lost him, cried Thomas. Kion then came through the tunnel. Thanks for sorting him out, he said. We almost got him, said Peppa. Maybe next time, said Kion.